Hey guys, it's Blitz, and today I'm gonna do another Bakugan review. Today we're gonna do Naga Daja. Now I'm gonna do this one a little quickly because it's late at night and I want to go to bed. But I thought I'd do at least something today. So I decided I'd review Naga Daja. Alright, let me put him back in the ball form for a second. Alright, so in ball form, he looks really nice. He's got this really nice squiggly, I don't know what you call that, sort of plant-like, I don't know. It's got all these really nice details on it. The only thing I can really complain about is that there's a gem here and they just kind of painted that whole area blue, and that looks kind of weird. That's about it. The MG mark is kind of scraped, but that's what happens when you buy things used. As you can see, he is one of the long boys. In fact, he is the longest boy of them all. If we take Yoden and Schiffer here, we line them up at the back. Hang on. You can see he's still got quite a bit of length over Yoden and Schiffer. His manual parts are just these. And he is Chaos with 660 Gs, but you can also get him with 680 if you're lucky. But I'm not. For competitive usage, he is definitely one of the best Bakugan that exists. There were three really good occupancy Bakugan, and that's Naga Daja, Yoden Schiffer, and Ozpress. So they're kind of like the trio of long boys. And Yoden Schiffer is definitely the best one, but Naga Daja does have some advantage over it. Like I said earlier, it is a longer boy, and one thing to note is that Naga Daja opens almost entirely forward from its magnet, versus Yoden Schiffer, which opens both forward and backward, which you want it to go open forward like that, so it doesn't take up space that you could be using to get like a double stand or something. It's only taking up the space that your opponent can use. Now, taking up space in the back is better than not taking up any space at all, but it's definitely better to have a Bakugan that opens entirely forward. But one thing it doesn't beat Yoden Schiffer at is Yoden Schiffer and Ozpress. I'll grab that back in a second. They have these big areas where they can grab Bakugan and they guard the front of the gate card. And here's Ozpress, who does the same thing. And Naga Daja doesn't quite have that. He has these little fins here on the side of the head, but that doesn't do quite as much. So, you know, but he is still really good. For competitive, I'm still going to give him a 10 out of 10. Of course, there are Bakugan that are better than him. We have the three best Bakugan, Zedamunix, Jigen Dragon, and Jibafudo. And of course, Gildan Schiffer is better than him. Oz Press is probably also better than him. But other than that, he is still pretty good. Absolutely the best Chaos Occupancy Bakugan. So, if you're running like a full defense Chaos team, this is definitely going to be a spot in your team. But yeah, I still give him a 10 out of 10 because he is still one of the best Bakugan out there. I'd say at best he is like the 5th best Bakugan out there. That might be a bit high, but you know that he, you know what I mean. It might be a bit high, but he's still a really good Bakugan. I don't know what I'm trying to say there. So, yeah. If Chaos is your favorite attribute and you want to build a full Chaos team, this is definitely going to be something you want on that team. But, again, if you're doing competitive, you can always choose Gildan Schiffer or Oz Press. But thanks, Cuckoo Clock. That was an excellent time to do that. I'm really tired. It's 2 o'clock right now, 2 in the morning. But yeah, like I said, naga daja, good Bakugan. One of if not the best Chaos bakutech. So yeah, competitive score, I give it a 10 out of 10. For collectors who just care about the show or the manga, he's not that high on the list. That's probably why he's so cheap. He goes for about $15, new or used. Doesn't really matter where you buy him. You can probably get him a little cheaper used if you can find that. But yeah, he was one of the he was one of Elek's Bakugan. It was like his second, his backup guardian to Jibafudo. So he's definitely outclassed by Jibafudo. So he's not one of the most sought after Bakugan, but he was used by an important character, so he still got some points in collectability. So I'll give him about a 6 out of 10 there. And there's not really much else to say about him. Do I recommend him? Yeah. Especially if Chaos is your favorite attribute. This is definitely going to be one of the cooler Chaos Bakugan. Oh, something I noticed is sometimes when you first get him, sometimes he gets stuck like that when he tries to open. But just kind of like open him up correctly and kind of finagle with him more, and that basically becomes non-existent. And that's about it. Overall, I'll give him an 8 out of 10. Good for competitive, but not the best for collectors. And hopefully that video wasn't too bad. I'm pretty tired, but I did want to get something out today. And I noticed I'm saying and a lot, but hopefully it's not that bad. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next review.